Welcome everybody. This is Christy Warnick, your host. I am a spiritual, intuitive, and energy healer. I am here with Peter Shink, and we are going to talk about the I Am pyramids, which I have 4 of them myself. I hope to get more of them. He has 13 total, 13 in bronze, 13 in copper, and so there are a total of 26 of these that you can choose from depending on what you prefer. And so we're going to start off with a water blessing again, and then we're going to talk with Peter about the product. We're going to talk with Peter about more about them, and I will also explain about my experience with them as well. So, all right, Peter. Everyone get a glass of water.
Hello. No echo this time.
We're good. You see, you're making your own echo. You missed it already, don't you?
I need everyone to get a glass of water, please. Just a general goodwill blessing to kind of start the show off. Raise your left hand over it about 3 inches and spread your fingers.
All right.
In a second, you'll feel that energy running down through your hand into the water. It can come in many forms. It can be straight up lightning. It can be little tinglies. It can be heat. It can be a sensation. Once that starts to increase, I want you to put your attention on the water and repeat 8 magical words. I honor the space in which you exist.
I honor the space in which you exist.
What will happen now is the energy flow will start to increase through your hand into the water. Bottoms up.
All right. And this works on the replay too.
Ooh, that's ultra smooth. So notice the taste and the texture of the water. Amazing. That's a really good one. That one's really good. So today is all about the I Am pyramids. So I'm going to give a little bit of background about them, and then we're going to do 2 mantras from them. I'm going to show you the power of them in a live call or a recorded call, and then you can imagine what it's like when you actually have them in your presence. So what are the I Am pyramids? So, I've always heard the expression I am, never really knew what it meant up until a couple of years ago. And earlier, late in 2016, I wanted to create an I Am product, and I had no idea what it was going to be. So I knew the first thing I needed to do was understand the power of I Am. So, and this is all of my opinion and the places where I've transversed and knowledge that I have extracted and understood, and I'm just going to give it to you verbatim. So when you say the words I am, you are invoking all of creation and putting your attention on you, okay? And a lot of people follow up the I am with a word. I am love. I am presence. I am unconditional love of self. I am energy. I'm source. I am this. I am that. And what they really don't know is there are 3 levels to the I Am process, okay? Kind of tiered, or like a pyramid. And the first one is always invoking the I am, okay? So now we have set the universe or source on notice that you're going to do something with the I am. Then you say, I am love. Okay, now you've just given the universe the top tier I am, so it's on point. Love, you have a road to follow now. But what a lot of people don't understand is there needs to be definition below that. Like any intention, the more crystal clear you make it, and the more clear it is back to the universe, the more powerful it becomes. So I had this kind of fundamental understanding of it. So I set out to have written 13 of these beautiful mantras, and I worked with a very dear friend, and she worked for 6 months to create these 13 mantras. Now, before we even sat down to create the mantras, I needed 13 something. So we brainstormed for a week, writing down everything. I am fat, I am blah, whatever, right? And we disseminated this list and we came up with 12. And I'm like, well, there's 13. What is the 13th one? And like everything in life, okay, life is about experiences. And in the experience, you have the true knowledge of what that experience is. But life is about more than that. It's about remembering. So right in front of me, I had this veil since the onset of the project. And that veil was, I was not able to know what the 13th I am was until I had completely and brought into existence the first 12. And there it was, I am presence. The whole thing is the I am presence, but it was only until I had done the work. And remember, everyone wants to exist in the higher octaves. We all want to play there. We all want to do these amazing things, but it requires work, but the work is fun. So when the universe gives you a bit of information, what you do with that information determines if you move to the next octave. So I did the initial work. I came up with 12, and the universe said, okay, here's number 13. It was right there the whole time, okay? It's not about the knowledge. It's about remembering. We're all here to remember who and what we were. So now I have these 13 amazingly written I am mantras. And it's like, okay, well, what do I do with them? I want to create a product. I am invoking all of creation. I am, source. Here's the mantra for source. There's such immense power in words. What do I do with it? I reached another level, a pyramid. Pyramid pops in my head. I'm like, whoa, oh my God, what do I do with these?
Very, very powerful. So
what do I do with a pyramid?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about pyramids. The pharaohs were buried in them. Oh, okay, whatever. Regardless of what you read on the internet about a pyramid, just know that at its fundamental core, it is a massive, perfectly shaped power generator. Okay. People, I have 3 of Karen Lorraine's pyramids. Okay, they're in my space right here. Okay, these give off power. They're beautiful. She made 3 for me. Why? Because there is power in 3, and these are one of the very few products that I didn't create that I allow in my space because they are just magnificent. So, the power of the pyramid. So then I had the idea, okay, well, I have these 13 I am mantras. I know that everything in existence has a true name. So what is a true name? Something that is in physical form or non-physical form will do absolutely anything for you, okay? As long as it's of the light, if you know its true name. Well, that's what I'm here to do. I can extrapolate the true name of anything pretty much on the fly. And it can come in the form of a symbol. It can come in the form of a word, a spoken tone, a color, just about anything. And fortunately, the 13 I ams had the true names in the form of symbols. So I scribbled them all down on a napkin, and I got them over to my graphic artist, and lo and behold, each one of the I ams had this true name. So then I said, okay, now I'm probably going to be the first person to ever take the power of the I am and marry it with the power of a pyramid. And the end result were these amazing bronze and copper pyramids. Now, let me explain something to you, okay? What I do is all about energy flow and energy mechanics. I understand how they work. I see them. I'm very intimate with them. So this is not just a regular shaped pyramid. There's a tremendous amount of stuff going on with this little guy. So you'll notice at the top, we have the I am. Then we have the symbol for source. And then we have the word. Okay, they are 4-sided. Okay, so what happens is there's lines and conduits all over this. So down here, you have a spiral that gets smaller to a 3 millimeter hole that comes right up through the top of the pyramid. So the energy is attracted from the corridors and it is shot right up through the top of the pyramid. And then it comes out the top and it funnels down the sides through all these little corridors and eventually excites the source and then explodes. So in initial reaction to these were very popular and remain very popular. Actually, one of my most popular products. And what we're going to do today is we're going to read the 3 layers of the mantra, and we're going to energize these pyramids, okay? Now, the pyramids have a 1-to-1 ratio, meaning once you link it to yourself, it works only on you. Now, I'm a proponent of just absolutely amazing packaging, and this is the bronze box that it comes in. And what you'll notice is that no matter what pyramid you order, you have all of the true names on these boxes. And then, of course, the I am presence is on the top. And it's the same thing for copper. Okay, I put a lot of time, a tremendous amount of money into detail of whatever I decide to create. And the end result is always perfection, pretty much on every level. Now, to be clear, these pyramids weigh a lot, okay, but they're not pure copper, pure bronze. They are about 70% metal and 30% something else. And they don't need to be, pure copper and pure bronze, first and foremost, because if they were, if you are a holder or an owner of an HFA product, you know what the best of the best pure copper looks like in pure silver when it's highly polished, okay?
Oh, yeah. Those are heavy.
But to take that purity into the pyramids, I didn't need to do. And even if I did, these pyramids would be over $500 a piece. So I'm very conscious about when I'm creating a product to kind of keep it within a certain price range that people can afford. And then, of course, we offer specials and deals and things like that as we move down the line. So when the pyramids are activated, they're magical, and we're going to do one right now. We're going to do I am energy. Okay, so the only thing you have to do is just put your attention on the pyramid, okay, and close your eyes. And as I start reading the mantra, I want you to have the true name, which is the symbol on there, in your mind's eye, and you will feel the connection to the pyramid, and you will feel the energy rush, and you will be absolutely blown away. So all you need to do is just kind of sit back with that symbol in your mind's eye and listen how I invoke and then bring forth. Now, the mantras are completely free to everyone. They're on the website. You can go there, you can download them, you can read them, you can do whatever you want. But when they are intimate with the product, they are to the nth degree, okay? So I want everyone to relax and just listen to these beautiful mantras. Remember, it's the I am, it's the name, and then the mantra. When you have all 3 layers together, magic happens. I am energy, my own unit of power, dynamic, driven, and passionate. I have the strength and vitality for sustaining physical and mental activity. I accept universal energy as it runs freely through me. To the universe, I give back energy, unifying me with divinity. I am aware of my energy flow and the flow of energy I put forth into the universe. I am energy. Just sit back and allow that to flow. I'm getting a rush.
I can feel that. Yes.
What's that?
I said I can definitely feel that.
So again, folks, that's one I am pyramid. I am energy. You have 26 you can choose from. 13 in copper, 13 in bronze. Okay, we're going to move along a little bit. We're going to play with I am source. So I want everyone to take that symbol and just put it in your mind's eye. Sit back a little bit. Connect with the pyramid, just the symbol, as I read the mantra. Remember, 3 levels, an I am, source, and then the mantra. It's the complete recipe for absolutely invoking the I am, and then marrying that with the power of the pyramid is unbelievable. Just relax, breathe through your mouth, exhaling through your nose. I am source, the origin of which all intentions stem from. I originate peace, love, balance, strength, purpose, inner beauty, in anything, everything meant to inspire and perfectly nurture. Arising in me the balance to coexist with the universe and spark the perfect combination to inspire and grow. I am source. Breathe through your mouth, exhaling through your nose, and just allow that to flow. Pretty cool, huh?
I like that. Which I have the I am source pyramid. I do not have the I am energy one. So I actually felt a little bit more with the I am energy one because I think because I'm familiar with the source.
Sure.
Because it's sitting right here. And so I already had that energy and was familiar with it. But the energy, the one that was the I am energy, I actually felt that more because I didn't already have it. So anyone out there that doesn't have these is probably feeling this much more intensely. But when you were talking about the pyramids and kind of what brought them all together, the symbols are very powerful just by themselves. So when you were saying that, it didn't really matter if they're 100% copper or, 70% or whatever it is, because it's the intention, it's the way that it's shaped, and it's also the symbolism and just the energy of it. So it doesn't have to be 100% of the metal like you were talking about.
And that's a great point, Christy. With any product that I create, I'm always, everything I create represents past, present, and future. Okay. So let me explain that comment. We have ancient wisdom, which is, I am, symbology, true names. In the present, manufactured with state-of-the-art metallurgy and manufacturing techniques, typically with a futuristic design. Everything I create, if you have never owned an MDM product, gives you a head spin as soon as you get it. From the energy rush, from these cycles running around you, and you feel the past in the present because you're holding something that's state-of-the-art physically, and with this kind of curvy futuristic design. So past, present, and future are a must on all products, on all levels. And it's also a testament to the quality of the products. I don't talk enough about I talk a lot about the packaging and all that, but I don't talk enough about the quality of the products. And I'm not talking about receiving it in beautiful packaging. I'm just talking about the core itself. Okay, so something like the HFA Mini, which have been out for about 13 months now. It is dirty because I haven't cleaned it in a little while, but this is pure copper with a silver inlay. Okay, and when you hold it, forget about the energy and what it does. You feel quality, and I think there's a lot of people out there that skimp on quality when they create any type of product. And one thing that I've always held true to, that if my name is going on it, there's going to be nothing but the best of the best. And when you hold an HFA Plus, okay, which is a big guy for home and office, it's like 6 pounds. I mean, it's absolutely drop dead gorgeous, and it just radiates this crazy amount of power. The HFA, a new way to travel for the car. It's the same thing.
I've got that one here.
You know,
The HFA for Plus is very similar as far as, square, and that's the travel one here. But I just brought that in to kind of harmonize the energies around here for today.
But when you are, these products are built to last for generations, right? You are going to pass them down to your children's children. That is the quality of what I like to produce. And, and then on top of that, you have all the benefits of the IMs. You have the pyramid. So, we do offer some really good specials. So for instance, if you were to purchase 2 IM pyramids, you get the third one absolutely free. If you if you added if you wanted all 13 of them in copper or bronze or any combination of them, retail, if you bought one at a time, it'd be like $2,600. Well, we offer them for $997 for all 13, no questions. And that's across any of the products that I offer. It's always free shipping in the US, Hawaii, and Canada, and everything goes out priority mail with, you have to sign for it when it comes. And then outside the country, there's a pretty inexpensive shipping cost depending on weight and what it is, but everything goes out USPS regardless. Why don't you talk a little bit about your experience, Christy, with the IMs?
Yes. My first one was the prototype when you were doing the IM presence, and it was your first actual physical product that I had gotten, because I have the Aquaware and I have the Source 5. So I do have the software, but this was the first actual physical product that I had gotten from you, and it came in bronze. And like I said, this was before you started packaging them and had all the neat little boxes and things. But immediately when I got it in the mail and opened it up, I could feel the energy of it, and it had not even been activated. And so I let it sit and kind of, get used to the environment for the 24 hours, and then, I activated it after that, and it's been activated ever since. But like you said, you put it in your left hand and you just say, I honor the space in which you exist. And that activates it and links it, it linked it to me. And you would unlink it through the right hand if you wanted to gift it to someone else or someone else to use it or whatever. But I do believe that if you put it in your left hand and it's linked to you, I do believe, just as you did a few minutes ago with your demonstration, that you can send those energies out because they're running through you. And so you can just intend them to go. So I actually have a kind of like a healing table downstairs where I keep people's names and pictures and my clients and my family. People that I have permission to do so. And I have them on my table downstairs, but I have the pyramids down there too, with the intention that even though they're linked to me, I send those energies out, to benefit them, whatever's for their highest and best good.
And that's perfect.
You're just unlimiting the possibilities with it, right?
And that is the greatest testament to these products. So typically when a new product rolls out, like the Terra Resonator, I'll do an unboxing video when I receive it, and I'll do 1 or 2 experiments, okay? And I'll say that, look, this is what it's doing. But being the creator of the product, some people might look at that as, okay, well, he has, he wants to sell this product. I'm not exactly sure how to word this, but what I've been very effective at doing is gathering, a group of people and having them express their thoughts on how the product should be used. And that is just absolutely beautiful and perfect, because I'll give you an instruction set on how to use the products in a way that they were designed. And immediately out of the gate, people are doing everything that, I never thought of, because it comes from a place of love and a place that's unlimited. You can't put words into what these products can do and the best way to utilize them. But what you do have the power to do is mold them, communicate with them, and get benefits that go way beyond any of the videos that I can make about the power of it. I mean, the Terra Resonator, someone's using it to modify the weather, and she showed everything and all this data. Someone's writing intentions on it. Someone's putting a plate of something on it. Someone's using it as a manifesting tool. So the power of any of the products is really how far your imagination can go. Waking up in the experience and remembering who and what we were.
Well, and the more you believe that it can do, it will do those things. I mean, it'll be doing things anyway, but the more you even
I completely disagree. Believing has nothing to do with it, because all of the products are built in scientific fact. We know there's universal energy. We know how it flows, okay? In the experience is where the beauty, remembering how to use these products. Okay, the products are new in this reality, without a doubt, okay? But you've used these an infinite amount of times, and all you're doing is, in the experience of receiving it, you're remembering how to use it, or how you used to use it. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's about, like, in other words, like I said, it's doing all of the things that it could possibly do. But some people, it's like they're having to, like you said, remember. They're having to remember that it is possible, and so it's, some people, you might hear, oh, well, I'm not sure if it's doing this, but if they actually sit back and, just observe, they will notice. So it's about the awareness.
Sure.
Too. That's what I was getting. It's the awareness of knowing and seeing for yourself that it actually can do and is doing all of which it could possibly do. But it's about noticing what it's doing too. Because if you just leave it sitting there and you're telling yourself, oh, it's not doing anything, well, then that's what you're noticing. That's just your perspective of it, But I do want the I am healthy. What happened to me not long ago, on my right hand, I had a vein that popped up right here. It had never happened before, and I don't know where it came from, or what happened there, but it was purple, and it was bulging out of my hand. It was the weirdest thing, because, like I said, never had that happen to me before. And the next day, I was talking to a friend on the phone, and I was like, you know what? This is just really strange that this happened. And I was downstairs, and I happened to notice my I am healthy pyramid sitting there. So at first, I was like, and so I put it on top of where my finger, that was happening. And I thought, no, that's not what I need to do. So I put it on my left hand and made sure it was, just honored the space in which it existed, just to kind of, really power it up. And I put my right finger in front of one of the corners of it, and I just sat it there. And immediately the swelling went down, just sitting there within a few minutes of the I am. I was doing just like this. I was just holding my hand there next to the pyramid, and within 2 days, the bruising, everything was gone. But immediately the swelling went down. It no longer hurt or anything, whereas the day before it had. And so that was just by using the I Am Healthy pyramid. And I believe that any of them could have done that, but I just happened to see that one sitting over there. So I just reached over and grabbed it. And like I said, just put it in my left hand because, you know, that's your receiving hand. And so when I held my finger up to it, I mean, it was just instant. I mean, I could immediately feel it start to work. And so that was very cool. The other, I have I Am Unconditional Love of Self. And I keep it just beside my bed with the intention of just receiving the unconditional love in which it, you know, it does exist within it, and that it kind of flows through there. I have the I Am Source. I keep this downstairs on my table just for any and all, like I said, any and all possibilities, but I set my intention for my clients, for my family, you know, that they receive. I've got other things on the table, just different kind of accelerator images, different kinds of, all kinds of little things that have different energy meanings and things to them, symbols and things like that, sacred geometry, other things. And like I said, I have 3 of these sitting on my table. I have them kind of in a triangle too. So, so it's with the intention that they bring in all of those energies, harmonize them, and everyone receives what's for their highest and best good. And it just so happens that one time and they're good to also meditate with. I've actually felt the energy, like if you sit there and you're meditating and you're holding it in your left hand and you're just meditating, and you'll start feeling the energies flowing through you. So anyone out there that's like into meditating, and which there are a lot of followers that I have that do meditations, these are perfect for that. Perfect, because you get the I Am pyramid that resonates the most with you. Like you've mentioned, which one kind of calls to you? You know, which one you'll just know which one it is.
There is no second guessing. You're just drawn to it, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And meditation, like I said, is wonderful, but you know, just acknowledging it, just honoring it, you know, you will just continue to just feel those energies of that. And it's been great. I've got someone here. Okay, they have not thought to use their pyramid that way for healing, and that they're going to try that for sure. And so that is Linnell. So thank you, Linnell, for your comment. And anyone else that has any comments or questions, I invite you to put them in the comments now, and we'll answer them live while we're here. And and like I said, a lot of people have also like altars. You know, they'll put their for example, my I Am Presence pyramid. I make an I Am list, and I put it at the top of my I Am list with the intention that I align with all of those things. And so, and I have the STAR program, which starts with an I Am list. So I use this to send out, you know, I suggest it to my clients as well. But, you know, using this just as a healing tool, yes. Using it as a meditation tool, yes. Just using it. Some people name theirs and give it a name, and it becomes their, you know, best friend. You can talk to it, you know, and you know, it's just crazy what people are doing, but it
Kathy
works, right?
Kathy Hubbard did a video on the Terra Resonator, and she's like, I named it Sparky. I was so
okay, so here's a question from Carol. I am having difficulty healing. If I am blocking this healing, will the I Am Healthy change this? I believe that anything is possible. I believe yes. I mean,
so the short answer is yes. The more complicated explanation around that is if you, and I am not a medical intuitive and I don't pretend to be, and if you have a health issue, you follow your doctor's
yes,
advice to the T. Now, with that said, if you are continuing to have a health issue and you're utilizing a product like the I Am Healthy or any other 500,000 products that are out on the market, nothing will work if what you are experiencing is in your highest good. And then the immediate human reaction to that is, well, if I have X, Y, and Z and it's making me feel horrible, how can that be in my highest good? That is a very valid question, and it's extremely common. And the only response that I always have for it is, you may understand it or you may not. And that's it. So it's kind of like this. So I do one-on-one sessions with people, and I've been doing it for a very long time, and I have refined my craft greatly to really move people where they need to be. Now, typically, someone that books a session with me has worked with 10 other healers and gotten 0 results. And I am very effective at what I do because I'm typically the last train stop before someone goes off a cliff. And I don't advertise. I don't need to. I never have. Well, I did once upon a time, but I won't. And when you can go to 1,000 different healers to help you with something, the 999 of them will not be able to help you at all. Why? Because when the time and the place of the great work comes to pass, there has to be a brokered energetic agreement for that miracle, for that amazing healing, for that wild, absolutely mind-blowing session to be delivered. And it all kind of comes full circle with an I Am. If you are drawn to an I Am pyramid, never second guess yourself. That's the one for you. There's an energetic brokered agreement there for something. You are drawn into that web. You find something that you resonate from your heart, from your mind, from your gut, and that's the one for you.
yeah. Definitely. These are made for any type of energy healing techniques, products, anything like that. One needs to always go, have that checked out with a doctor first. I know that on my journey, I went to many doctors and I just didn't receive the help, in which was best for me at the time. And so that's how I got into doing more energy healing work, is because I was out of options, So it's like, when the doctor is asking you what you want them to do, it's like, all right, okay, let me go, I can do this. And so it's about these things, these products, sessions, you do workshops as well. You have all these products. They all work together. It's like they're all very harmonious together.
One big happy family.
They are.
There are many, many more brothers and sisters on the way in 2018.
Yeah, so there's more to come, and so know that all of these things are working together. It's all about harmony and finding that balance, but it's finding what works for you.
It was funny. In the pre-show, we were kind of joking around, and honest to God, folks, for whenever a new year is approaching, as far as a product lineup, I pretty much have all my ideas by the end of September, end of October. And 2017 moving into 2018, I had no ideas really. And then, now we are January 18th of 2018, We just released the Terra Resonator, and there's 15 more products on the way for 2018. 13 of those are the I am bracelets, and I will not tell you what the other two are. You'll just have to wait and see when the magic happens. And where am I going with this?
Basically, that you're very busy and you've got a lot more coming, and they're all going to work together harmoniously.
Yes. So the more brothers and sisters, will come into fruition this year.
Yes. And Linnell says that she bought one of your pyramids, and she brought it with her on vacation last week, and there was no reason why it should only stay in her home.
No, and that's a great question. That's an awesome way of thinking outside the box. In my creative setting, my school of thought has always been: you receive it, you take it out, you allow that 24-hour acclimation period with one of the corners pointing towards a wall, and then you connect with it, and wherever you go, that energy is connected with you. But if you feel, and there's nothing wrong, there are no mistakes ever in anything. If you feel like you want to bring it with you wherever you go, then you do it. And that is beautifully, masterfully thinking outside the box. And that's what all of this is about. It's a testament to someone's creativity with the tool chest that I create on how they energetically what they want to do. I mean, it's perfect. If you want to make a sandwich on it, go ahead. It's all good.
Yes, so it's really about creativity. You mentioned that, and so just like I said with me, I never thought to put that on my hand and hold my finger up to it. I was just sitting there, and it just came to me, so I just did it. And so it's about that, just knowing what to do in that moment. It just, okay, this is working for me, and it did. And so I believe that it would have worked anyway, whether I believed it or not, but really having that awareness of what it was doing, of just noticing what it was doing, that just made it that much better, because you could see it right there in front of your eyes. So you hear these stories from other people, but know that each product's going to work for everyone, but could be thousands or a million different ways, right? Because really, any and all possibilities, there's so much to that.
The absolute best way to approach anything that you would conceive to be beneficial to you is, and it's pretty simple, and I actually have done a couple MDM minutes around this, but in short, do you feel it with the product? Is it calling to you? Are you excited about it? Is really, at the end of the day, is it a new product on the market from a new company with no track record? I have been doing this for a very, very long time, and I have a long history in video testimonials and written testimonials from customers to the effects of different products and services that have been delivered by this team. So, if you feel there's a need, do your research, do your due diligence, and you won't be disappointed ever.
Exactly. But like Peter said, even the product, each of the products, they're just very, very well made. All of them high quality. And even like he was talking about the packaging, like on this one. Oh, I just dropped that one.
So let me just take 2 seconds and explain packaging. When you receive something that you have spent money on, 50% of what that product is going to do for you can vanish in an absolute moment. When you open it up and it comes wrapped in pink toilet paper, shoved into a USPS envelope, and crumpled up instructions. I have an extreme eye for energetic detail, and part of the magic of receiving any products from me is the way it is delivered and your excitement when you get it. We'll talk about the Bird Compass Rose at another time. That is a classic example of something.
Yeah. But like I said, this came in this box and it has foam all around it. Even though it's a good quality product and it's going to be fine in any case. But yeah, and when you first get them, I mean, right when you open the box, you can tell, you can feel that energy, and it's like I said, just I place mine. I've got them everywhere. Like I said, with 4 of them, I've got one upstairs. I've got the 3 downstairs. But I have the other products too, so I know that they're all working together. And so the more, it's not about, okay, I've got too many of these or anything like that. That is just not possible, right? Because if they're all going to work together, it's not. And I feel energies, and I have previously been sensitive to that. But with these, it wasn't even a question for me because I just sensed that they would be harmonious, that I could, and they're programmable too. If you want them to back off on some energy, just say, hey, let's power you down just a little bit, still be just as powerful.
Great point.
But just kind of a little bit more gentle energy. And you just talk to them, you communicate with them because everything has consciousness, right?
Absolutely.
So just talk to them. Tell them what you want, and make your intention, and it will kind of align with that.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. So does anyone else have any questions or comments? Looking on the thing here. I don't see any more. Anel and Carol, I want to thank you for your comments and questions. And anyone else that has any, you can still leave them in the comments even after the show, and we'll check back on that. And like I said, the replay will be available at any time. And even the energies that you sent out in the beginning, that's available at any time through the replay.
Yeah, we've noticed that on any recordings shows that I've done, the replay energy is as strong as it was live, if not stronger, because what happens is the more people that connect with that energy, the more conscious is created behind that energy, the stronger the effect.
Exactly. And the more people that watch, I'm hearing an echo now.
That's a tall tale sign.
Okay, I've done everything on my end. I don't know. But yeah, so maybe it's all the pyramids that I showed. I don't know. We'll just tell them to calm down now. But know that Peter is going to be on my show kind of regularly, just introducing new products, bringing back some other products that he's already had out. He's my show, The Power of Energy Healing, on the Akashic Academy Facebook page. Peter's going to be back on there. I think the next one's February 13th. I'm not sure if we're going to do the pyramids or something else. And so everyone is welcome to join in on that. And Kathy Hellmeyer saying hello. And she is going to be my guest. Speaking of, I was just about to mention her. She is my guest this coming Tuesday on the 23rd. She's launching her new From Heartache to Joy package Monday, and then she's going to be on my show Tuesday. We're going to be talking about nutritional energetics and kind of having fun with that. And she's also, I think she's in works with them to get her own show on there as well. So that's going to be pretty cool having her there with us. And so, and like I said, Peter's going to be back on February the 13th, and then probably again towards the end of March. And we're just going to just keep these products coming. We're just going to keep talking about them, and I'm going to have the ones available on my website, ChristyWarnick.com. I'm going to be working on that the next few days, and so the ones that are the ones that can be included under the promo code Christy10, CHRISTY, and the number 10, they're going to be on my website for people to use that promo code, get their 10% off, and so I'm going to add that to under products. I think I'm going to create a new tab for products on my website, and that'll lead you directly to Peter's website directly to the product, and you can use that promo code. It's not available yet for the Terra Resonator, but all the other products that are on there right now, that will be good for those. And we're welcoming any and all questions. And Kathy's saying thank you, looking forward to it. So thank you for joining us, Kathy. And if anyone else has any questions or comments, ask them now before we end the live show here. And is there anything else, Peter, that you want to add before?
I think we have both spoken it all. All good.
I think we've covered everything now. And any other products, just know that we're going to be introducing more. We're going to be talking more about them. And also go to Peter's YouTube channel, his YouTube page or channel, and watch the testimonials. I think they're on your website as well, some of them. I don't know if all of them are, but your Facebook pages, you're always posting the I am. You've been doing the I am with the body geometries. I didn't know if you wanted to share one of those before we leave today. We didn't talk about it, but I don't know if you want to do one of those.
Unfortunately, I am out of time, and I have more requirements. But over the last 3 weeks, I have done all the body geometries for the I am mantras. And they're very, very simple. There's no water involved. You can do them anywhere. They are on my YouTube channel. You can, subscribe to it, like them, leave comments. I do typically get back to it eventually when I have time. But they're all there for sure.
Okay, so I will put a link to the YouTube. I think I may already have on one of these. But anyway, I'll put it on here again so that you can watch those. And they're, like I said, they're on your Facebook page as well. I know that. And so anyone can go and do the different body geometry just technique that Peter has been sharing with everyone. So it's free for everyone to go and watch and see and actually practice those. And I will look forward to seeing all of you on Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Time on the Akashic Academy Facebook page and the show, The Power of Energy Healing. And we will see you next time.
Thanks, everyone.
All right. Thank you.